JP, keep listening to EBEONADI 103.5 FM. EBEONADI FM 103.5. Ladies and gentlemen, tighten your seatbelt as we take you on this smooth ride. Let's go! It's the morning drive on 103.5 EBEONADI FM, keeping your morning engaging as we take you through the smoothest ride on radio.
From 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
Get your morning inspired, be informed. Let's interact only on the morning drive.
Make it a date with Divine and Martin Efanishuku, aka Lady D and Meta, from Monday to Friday from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m.
on the morning drive.
103.5 EBEONADI FM.
Udo dịrị gị Igbo n'ọrụ ndị ọma na-ege anya ntị n'ụlọ ọrụ mgbasa ozi EBEONADI 103.5 FM n'ụtụtụ tata bụ ahịa orie ma bụrụkwa ụbọchị 5 n'ime ọnwa Ọktoba 2022 nkeji abụọ nke o ji gata elekere 7 n'oge newspaper headlines nke na-abịara gị n'ụtụtụ. Tupu anyị amalite ka anyị gazie ozi nwee ike gaa n'ihu gụpụtara gị ihe dị n'akwụkwọ akụkọ dị iche iche nke anyị ji bata n'ụtụtụ a. Metụkwana ya bụ ibe na-ekwu okwu aka ka anyị na-alaghachite. Ndewo.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the contents of the broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Government personnel and n'ọrụ mgbasa ozi EBEONADI 103.5 FM n'ụtụtụ anọghị newspaper headlines. Anyị ji akụkọ Guardian, Punch, Nation, Premium Times, Daily Trust, Vanguard, Sun, Tribune, yana Display. Ọ dị mma gaa n'ihu ka isonyere anyị na Facebook page anyị bụ @EBEONADI 103.5 FM. Stream anyị online na mixlr.com/gistfm. Zitere anyị akwụkwọ ozi na WhatsApp maọkwa na SMS anyị bụ 08096661035. Aha m bụ Divine.
And I'm Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper. Again, PDP Board of Trustee meeting with Wike ends in deadlock. Imo communities decry activities of herdsmen on farmlands. Police Service Commission dismisses 7 senior police officers, 10 gets rank deduction. Police Service Commission dismisses 7 senior police officers, 10 gets rank reduction. Youth takes over Rivers community, banish chiefs for allegedly taking bribe from Shell. Strike, federal government weakens ASU, registers rival union. Federal government moves for safety, privacy of Nigerians' data. Atiku commends United Nations for support on Nigeria's democratic process. Stanbic IBTC commits to net zero emissions. House investigates incessant national grid collapse. House investigates incessant national grid collapse. Abiodun urges Ogun residents to take ownership of public infrastructure. Federal government withdraws motion to transfer Kanu's case from Umuahia to Abuja. Kogi Assembly summons ex-governor Idris over transfer of state's shares in cement company. National Agency for Science and Engineering Infrastructure upgrades, empowers 100 Kanu youths. Ekiti, 33-year-old man nabbed for stealing 620,000 naira church offering. Umukusolom murder. Chinese nationals demand for interpreter stalls court proceeding. Buhari pledges support for micro, small, and medium enterprises to boost GDP. Ekiti to vaccinate 320,000 children against measles. Southeast Development and Leadership Initiative chief raises the alarm over worsening insecurity sit at home in Southeast. 3 killed, 20 trucks burnt as soldiers attack protesting Delta youths. Uzodinma denies urging Igbo youths to back Kyari. Unilag to announce new vice-chancellor on Friday, says pro-chancellor. Adams unveils security team in Oyo, says OPC ready to secure Southwest. Folarin, Lam Adeshina. Others hold APC campaign rally in Ibadan. Man dies after allegedly taking Ogogoro in Jos. Rights Commission writes Enugu Commissioner of Police on police alleged dehumanizing activities. Obasanjo, Babangida, others for launch of Last Biography Institute. Lagos court hears audio conversation of Chidinma security guard in Ataga's murder trial. Imo communities decry menace of herdsmen on their farmlands. Our pains, demands by teachers, stakeholders. Eroton confirms wildfire, fingers vandals, bunkerers. Nigeria re-elected as International Telecommunication Union member. America now Secretary General. Lagos police rescue 4 suspects from mob action in Surulere. Tribunal adjourns hearing on Osun pools till October 13. Lagos Governor, NCC, orders canvass infrastructure development to boost economy. Niger inaugurates new judges. Cadiz. Crisis erupts in Adamawa PDP as over 800 aspirants may dump party. Many feared killed as trucks run over explosive devices in Borno. Authentic national honors list out soon. Minister promises. Soludo inaugurates Anambra State Investment Promotion and Protection Agency Board. Tax members on making Anambra investment destination. Nnamani describes reports on U.S. judgment over alleged $41.8 million deposit as fake news, blackmail. F1 community hails Fina for emerging BB Niger winner. Youths block Elumeru over bad roads. Joseph and Babalola University new vice-chancellor assumes duty. Harps on entrepreneurship. Atiku to flag off presidential campaign in Akwa Ibom on Monday. 2023 census. National Population Commission 6 stakeholders support. Police Service Commission dismisses 7 senior police officers, 10 others get reduction in ranks. Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria sues Meta. demands 30 billion. Tinubu is in the UK to rest. APC shifting. Islamic Movement of Nigeria seeks Inspector General of Police imprisonment over non-release of members' bodies for burial. Buhari's independence broadcast embarrassing, says Nigeria. Nigerians hail Nigeria at 62. African Development Bank calls for increased funding to mitigate climate change effects. 2023 polls. Uzodimma Tor Wali Ndi Igbo for Tinubu. PDP may cede Senate presidency to Southwest. Secretary of the Government of the Federation to Southeast. And lastly, Nigerian Security Civil Defense Corps arrests 2 suspects with 50,000 liters of adulterated diesel.
The Daily Trust. Architects raise alarm over rising cases of building collapse, fire, disaster. Architects raise alarm over rising cases of building collapse, fire, disaster. We executed all our projects. SDG's office. We executed all our projects. SDG's office. Buhari congratulates Sunusi for attaining rank of San. Buhari congratulates Sunusi for attaining rank of San. 55 million naira fraud. ICPC goes after Plateau Dams contractors. Rights of way. Senate asks NLNG to pay host communities 18.4 billion naira compensation. Alleged non-remittances. Nigeria owes NNPC 1.3 trillion naira. Kyari. How my in-laws rejected me because I was a teacher. Federal government sues Mecca, demands 30 billion naira for use of unapproved adverts. EFCC arrests Ekiti DJ who impersonated singer Portable. Kebbi governor donates 50 million naira to Jigawa flood victims. Sanwo-Olu announces plan to increase Lagos workers' salary. 2022 Teachers' Day, Individuals of Values. For the record, education, recurring brain drain, leadership selection process, its flaws and proposals for improvement. World Teachers' Day, sanitize teaching profession now. Nigerians must curb obsession with foreign goods. Oyo Ogbomosho Road needs urgent attention. PDP crisis. Board of Trustees to convene emergency meeting over Wike's position. The Presidential Medals of Mediocrity. Incatel FC boss Musa honors Galadima with football competition. Participants in Dan Majen Gombe Cup receive 10 million naira cash reward. Toby Amusan named Ogun Sports Ambassador, get house 5 million naira. Man goes insane after consuming mkpuru mmiri in Kubwa. Bandits demand 8 million naira for 4 abducted people in Federal Capital Territory village. Police parade 21 suspects over kidnapping, others in Ekiti. Man caught on camera shoplifting at Lagos Mall. I was frustrated, thief jailed 4 weeks, tells court. Court remands man for sodomizing 9-year-old boy. Nigeria Union of Teachers to Teachers. No illegal deductions of salary in Kwara. Abuja Trade Fair gains momentum as visitors entrepreneur network. Federal Capital Territory Administration clears 700 structures on floodplains. Man, teenager back 5 years jail each for sodomy. Mendy, Kante back from injury ahead of Milan clash. 3-year-old baby, 3 others killed in Kogi flood. Federal Capital Territory Council's allocations drop as Federal Capital Territory Administration disburses 2.64 billion naira for August. Gunmen kill cleric, abduct his 2 children in Kwara. 3. Arraigned for attacking police inspector in Lagos. Suspended Ogun legislator reinstated. Lalong denies betraying Dariye, reaffirms commitment to Plateau. Police engage political parties in Benue on peace. INEC publishes list of governorship candidates. NNPC net profit leaps to 674 billion naira, sells 11 trillion naira oil in 6 months. Will implement Order 5 to grow economy, Mamora. Reps to probe recurring power grid collapses. Nigeria loses $27 billion annually to low fashion exports. 7 days after, APC yet to rejig list, kick off presidential campaign. Segun Oni urges judicial heads to monitor Ekiti Governorship Tribunal. Why I developed Tinubu mobile app, Anifo Wonshe. How mining pits degrade environment, endangers lives in Plateau. Nigeria records 200% rise in data generation. Naseni trains, empowers 100 auto mechanics. Federal government charges CBN, NDIC to strengthen financial sector. Federal government to employ 100 air traffic controllers. Petrol queues surface in Abuja as marketers fault logistics. Federal government set to centralize platform to register trademarks, orders. Even if Ayu resigns, a northerner will replace him, former PDP secretary. Center launches portal to boost transparency in public procurement. How 4 OMLs values were renegotiated by NNPC, NEIT. How 4 OMLs values were renegotiated by NNPC, NEITI. Money can be cheap, but that does not make it free. COP27. Experts tasks World Bank on climate change. 3 die in Kogi boat accident. Majority of National Assembly members are vote buyers. SDP presidential candidates. 2023. Funke Akindele presents WAEC certificates. National honors. Federal government insists list in circulation is fake, says authentic one will be released soon. 2023. PDP will kickstart campaign Monday, Tambuwal. Journalists barred from PDP Board of Trustee meeting with Wike. Trading made easy with MT5 trading platform. Ogun 2023. PDP, Labour Party missing as Abiodun others make INEC's final list. Buhari accuses ASU of corruption. Daniel Buwala, judgment against Oyetola shows APC does not have candidates for 2023 elections. Bandits kidnap 12 farmers in fresh Niger attack. NNPC Limited, we raised profits by 134%, recorded 674 billion naira in 2021. 109 billion naira fraud. Court fixes October 26 for rearrangement of ex-AGF. FCMB versus Prophet Omali. Court awards 540 million naira against bank in defamation suit. Police Service Commission fires 7 senior police officers, demotes 10. How hospitals extort patients over blood screening costs. Federal government begins process of deregistering ASU. Umita, court adjourns sitting over absence of interpreter. PDP Board of Trustee members meet Wike in Port Harcourt. Buhari to present 19.76 trillion naira 2023 budget to National Assembly Friday. Buhari welcomes great-grandchild. Buhari arrives ICPC's anti-corruption summit. Wike camps silence after Enugu meeting unsettles PDP leaders. Enlighten law enforcement agencies on handling SGBV cases. You must live above board. NBA president charges new SAMs. Nigeria at 62. Legal experts demand judiciary restructuring. Nigeria at 62. Legal experts demand judiciary restructuring. Underlying illness. Get vaccinated against COVID-19. Experts decry poor funding, human resources for health research in Nigeria. Health commissioners to hold PHC financing forum. Deadly Ebola-like virus that lives in African monkeys can cause next pandemic. Study. Mold in blood could help doctors spot cancers. Research. Bomo, Nigeria loses 585 billion naira yearly to imported animal skins. Mikano, Kano firm partner on auto business. Elumelu canvasses support for insurance sector. Kano Agro Project empowers 440 women. TCN decries trespass of power transmission lines in Kaduna. REAN seeks duty-free importation of solar panels. Orders. Federal government inaugurates committee for 2025 Tokyo Expo. Fidelity Bank to offer 3 billion unused shares. NITT targets smart transportation system nationwide. NDLEA arrests 121 traffickers in Kaduna. Man nabbed over robbery in Nasarawa. FRSC warns motorists against harassing its personnel. Kano man posing as NSCDC operative arrested. Two cultists nabbed trying to attack rival gang in Lagos. NDLEA recovers 8.8 billion naira tramadol from another billionaire drug baron. Man shoots brother to death while testing charm in Kwara. Otu a ka ọ dị n'ụtụtụ anụnwa n'oge newspaper headline n'isi Daily Trust.
And now we move over to the Punch newspaper. Adron customers to receive 50% estate discount. INEC okays governorship candidate in Ogun, Delta, others. INEC warns public of fake recruitment link. Obi conferred with honorary citizenship in US. Corruption undermining government's investment in education. Buhari. Sudan virus hits Uganda. Nigerian ports on alert. Buhari approves OON award for Lekki Gardens MD. What we will do differently? ASU faction, Konua. Reps direct federal government to repair Warri Abo roads. Kanu mustn't die in detention. Ozekeme writes Buhari. Wabara says reconciliation still work in progress. Wike hopeful. 3 scientists win Nobel Prize for breakthrough in quantum physics. Kwara government suspends alleged killer doctor. Plateau flood destroys 850 houses. Delta community groans. Teacher's Day. Pay salary arrears. National Union of Teachers tells governors. Bible Society organizes quiz for the blind. Hoodlums attack APC rally in Ibadan, injure supporters. ASU knocks Ngige over factional groups registration. PDP others decry delay in 19 Rex appointment. Nigerian Center for Disease Control warns on possible Ebola virus outbreak. Tinubu campaign team meets, review membership list. Tackle insecurity. Lagos Assembly urges federal government. Chiefs deny submitting new Alafin's name to Makinde. 3,043 teachers fail Teachers' Rights Council of Nigeria's qualifying exams. Inspector General of Police inaugurates modern police stations, barracks. Jubilations as Sanwo-Olu increases workers' salaries, gives cars. Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses recovers 67 billion naira assets, gets 15 convictions. Police Service Commission warns against misconduct, sanction senior officers. Foundation opens business school for teenagers. PDP candidates forum passes vote of no confidence in Ayu. Others. Senior Advocates of Nigeria writes Buhari seeks Kanu's immediate release. Lalong, Akeredolu, APC governors meet in Abuja. And still on the story is making the headline on the Punch newspaper this morning. Still on the story is making the headlines on the morning. Uheli, 3 dead as anti-EFCC protest turns bloody. Technology can drive economic growth. Ex-Secretary, National Universities Commission, Okebukora. EFCC arrests Ekiti-based DJ for impersonating artists. Portable. Osibanjo advocates local manufacture of arms, ammunition. Members calling my phone for campaign inclusion. APC spokesman. Senate gives Nigeria Liquidified Natural Gas Limited 2 months to pay communities 18.4 billion naira. Nigeria at high risk of Ebola. Nigeria Center for Disease Control warns. Zelensky reacts as mocks proposes Ukraine peace plan. Mox offers to close Twitter buyout at original price. Lectures ongoing in universities despite ASU strike. Konua. Gombe inaugurates tax tribunal to curb evasion. Independent Corrupt Practices honors police man who rejected $200,000 bribe. Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offenses Commission honors policeman who rejected $200,000 bribe. Inspector General of Police to unveil modern barracks, inaugurate projects nationwide. Abiodun gives Toby Amusan 5 million naira house. Konua, citizens kick, accuse federal government of complicating issues. EFCC, independent corrupt practices and other related offenses to go after vote buyers. INEC. Abia Police read Campaign Riot Act to politicians. Teachers' Day. Kwara schools observe public holiday Wednesday. Court determines Kanu's right abuse case October 27. Anambra government shut schools in flood-prone communities. Delta youths protest illegal arrest by EFCC. Buhari faults ASU, alleges corruption in education sector. Religious organizations should speak against oil, gas pollution. Buhari meets Gbajabiamila to discuss ASU strike. Police Service Commission dismisses 7 senior police officers, demotes 10. Buhari accuses striking varsity unions of complicity. Uzodinma denies budgeting 10 billion naira for Abakari's release. Social workers decry employment of underage house helps. Trump sues CNN for defamation. And lastly, Sanwo-Olu announces salary increment for Lagos civil servants.
Na Vanguard, Oborewori, Omoagege, Madi, others make INEC Delta Global candidates list. Startup funding, how Africa can raise more unicorns. Nigeria's Social Insurance Trust Fund renews commitment to employee compensation scheme. Food security. Startup boasts access to farm input with USSD code launch. Workload is better in the cloud. Layer 3. Class 54. How artificial intelligence powered tools How artificial intelligence powered tools will accelerate JAMB success rate in Nigeria. Over 67% of women in Nigeria are anemic. UNICEF. Why Africa must improve China-Nigeria digital engagement. Microsoft, now more determined to mitigate data breaches in digital transportation. InterSwitch floats quick teller transportation. Experts worry over rising heart failure in Middle East, Africa. Prioritize children's care. Sting tide of sexual abuse. Government parents told. Scientists design validate promising vaccines against HIV. APC rally. Scores injured as auxiliary allegedly attacked foreign supporters in Ibadan. Sanwo-Olu approves pay rise for Lagos workers. Ka anyị jee zụọ ahịa laghachikwa azụ nweke gaa n'ihu gụpụtara gị ihe dị n'akwụkwọ akụkọ Vanguard newspaper a na ndị ọzọ.
Ụmụ nje na-ebute ọrịa jupụtara na gburugburu anyị. O kwesịrị ka anyị chekwaa onwe anyị na gburugburu anyị n'aka ụmụ nje. Ya mere ụlọ ọrụ Hadis aka na-eme aisol gemicide ji mepụta digital pine fresh antiseptic nke na-egwepụ ụmụ nje a niile na-eji nchekwa ọkpụkpọ wee chụọ ụmụ nje a ọtụtụ ebe. Ọ na-achụpụ ha n'ụlọ ọrụ, ụlọ ahụike, ụlọ ọgwụ, ụlọ akwụkwọ, ụlọ akụ, ụlọ oriri na ọṅụṅụ na ebe mgbakọ ọha mmadụ dị iche iche. Na-ewerekwa isi ọma pine fresh chọọ ebe ndị a mma maka ikuru ume ndụ. Digital pine fresh antiseptic anaghị enye akpụkpọ ahụ anyị mmekpa ahụ mana ọ na-egwepịa nje ndị ọzọ. Digital pine fresh anaghị agara onwe aka ọrụ ya n'ịchụpụ nje bụkwa Digital pine fresh nwekwara nkwado ndị ndọrọ nwere ike inweta ya n'ebe a na-ere ọgwụ ma n'ụlọ ahịa ndị ọzọ. Maka isoro kpọọ akara ekwentị 0703 924 6169. Digital pine fresh maka nchekwa zuru ezu n'aka ụmụ nje na-ebute.
Do you know that you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of persons, or organization aggrieved by the content of the broadcast or the conduct of the broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that your complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that a complaint must reach the NBC within 14 days of the queried broadcast. NBC, your right to quality broadcasting.
Ndị Igbo sonyere anyị n'oge newspaper headlines n'ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM. Zitere anyị ozi n'akwụkwọ nzite ozi SMS ma na WhatsApp bụ 08096661035 maọbụ na izitere anyị ozi na Facebook page anyị at ebe ọ na-adị 103.5 FM. Ị ga-enweta anyị online ma ọ bụrụ na ị streamuo mixlr.com/gistfm. Ka anyị gụpụtachara gị ihe dị n'akwụkwọ akụkọ Vanguard newspaper n'ụtụtụ a. Court clears Magu of money laundering. 2023 polls. INEC partners action aid on seamless logistics. Deplorable federal road aid insecurity. Ondo monarch. Fayemi names Aladushei new Ejat Ekiti monarch. 2023 APC flags off presidential campaign October 10. National honors authentic list will be out soon. Federal government. PDP crisis. Board of Trustee Wike hopeful after 4-hour parley. 2023 surprises as INEC clears Sanwo-Olu, Emenike, Mba others for governorship race. NNPCL grows profit by 134% to 674 billion naira. Nigeria Air federal government raises alarm, warns Nigerians against fake recruitment website. Reps to probe incessant collapse of national grid. Illegal adverts. Federal government slams 30 billion naira suit against Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. 2023 elections. 837 governorship candidates to slug it out in 28 states. 10,240 vie for 993 assembly seats. Report of $41.8 million judgment against me is fake news. Nnamani. Suspected Yahoo boys protest arrest of members by EFCC. Buhari gives award to outstanding police officer for returning $200,000 bribe. Umumo's mother. Court orders Kano government to provide interpreter for Chinese national gang. Police nab 33-year-old man for stealing church offerings. Man slums, dies playing football in Lagos.
Now we move over to the Nation newspaper. Magu court awards 540.5 million naira against bank over false claim. INEC okays Abiodun, Omo Agege, Oboroweri, Sani, Nwifuru, Odi for governorship. Police Service Commission okays dismissal of 7 senior police officers. Tinubu's government will tackle youth unemployment, says Shetima. Ebola. Nigerian Center for Disease Control places Nigerians on alert. PDP crisis. Board of Trustees move to unite Atiku. Wike collapses. Wabara rejects Rivers Governor's media coverage request. Federal government registers ASU's breakaway faction. Konua. 2023 budget. Federal government projects 3.7% GDP, 17% inflation. Nigeria owes Nigerian National Petroleum Company 1.3 trillion naira, Kyari alleges. Buhari, corruption not funding, bane of education sector. Nasani assembles youths in Kanu for training in modern automobiles. Residents trapped, commuters stranded in Anambra community. Alleged 109 billion naira fraud. Case against suspended AGF Idris. 3 others reassigned. And lastly, PDP probes leakage of missing 10 billion naira nomination fees.
National newspaper strike. ASU mocks federal government over CONUA recognition. ASU mocks federal government over CONUA recognition. Wike, Board of Trustee meeting inconclusive as Atiku flags off campaign October 10. Obi lauds teachers as heart of Nigeria's education development. Corruption undermining education sector investment. Buhari. Police dismiss 7 officers, demote 10 others over misconduct. Oil theft. NNPC, Senate push for capital punishment. ICPC recovers 1.264 billion naira tax diversion. New judge takes over trial of suspended AGF, Idris, 3 others. ICPC honors policeman who rejected $200,000 bribe from robbers. NAS bill seeking to modernize agriculture sector gets first reading. Nnamdi Kanu's trial. Court fixes October 27 for judgment. Federal government sues Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, others over tax. Buhari presents last budget of 19.76 trillion naira to NAS on Friday. Ezekwesili tasks Africa on economic growth. Others. Why Tinubu can't show medical fitness certificate? APC. INEC clears 837 candidates for Guba. Other polls. PDP begins presidential campaign next month. APC National Working Committee. Governors meet today. Nigeria decides 2023. Edo PDP candidates want to desist from campaign over contempt of court. Forum charges APC members on commitment to Tinubu's victory. APC has candidates for all positions in Akwa Ibom, says Eyibo. Nigeria decides 2023. Obi, bridge building and other challenges. Nigeria decides 2023. There may be runoff in presidential election. Toyin Prince will. Nigeria decides 2023. INEC clears 837 candidates for Guba. Other polls. PDP governorship candidates to drive economy with PPP. Nigeria decides 2023. Adebutu, Akinlade's names missing as INEC releases Ogunguba candidates list. Now this day, Buhari accuses ASU of corruption. Emefiele, rise in disruptive banking technologies. Aisha Buhari, my husband suffered from PTSD. NMDPRA resumes consultation on PIA. House investigates reoccurring national grid collapse. Buhari to present 2023 budget to National Assembly on Friday. Buhari, trade central to poverty eradication. Speedy trial will enhance sector stability. Access Bank to acquire 51% majority stake. Buhari appoints Umar Sadiq as NSIA MD. Jega, corruption detrimental to education sector. PDP National Working Committee members in shouting match over leadership crisis. 2023, court clears way for APC's Abia Central Senate. Ethiopia scraps visa on arrival for Nigerian travelers. Surprises Lagos civil servants with salary increment. Yabatek denies HND certificate presented by Lagos. Nnamdi Kanu's challenges federal government to prove tasks before APC is onerous. We must come. The trial and triumph of business wondercans. Fayemi scorecard between facts, reality, and faith keeping. 2023 and fight for the soul of Edo PDP. As Ugochinyere eyes the Green Chamber, Police Service Commission approved dismissal of 7 officers. Ezekwesili harps on need to tackle leadership deficit. Lawmakers call for rehabilitation of federal roads. Hoodlums attack Oyo APC members, supporters. Naseni boss warns against using techniques. I am still in Labour Party, says Kanu Guba candidate. NOSDRA confirms fire explosion at Eriton oil field. The Forsaken Population, a slaughter slab for teachers. The story of Platform Nigeria. Itu and the future of the internet. Environmentalists raise awareness of value. Teachers warned against inflicting psychological pains on students. Osibanjo to NDA cadets, you are new set of warrior scholars. ASU strike, Gbajabiamila meets Buhari, submits report. PDP Board of Trustee Wike's meeting ends in deadlock. Federal government registered two new university unions. Akume, authentic national honors list out soon. PDP Board of Trustee meeting with Wike underway in Port Harcourt. Sanwo-Olu announces salary increment for Lagos civil servants. NGO gives learning materials to 200 pupils in Katsina School. In a bid to split Ayu, federal government moved to recognize rival. Buhari, Buhari, dwindling resources affecting government funding. NNPC declares 674 billion naira profit after tax for 2021 financial report. Now, the Tribune, ASU, federal government directs new unions to commence teaching immediately. Sanwo-Olu announces salary increment for workers in Lagos. INEC releases final list of governorship candidates. Peace talks with Wike work in progress. Peace talks with Wike work in progress. Board of Trustee. Buhari confers integrity award on police officer who rejected $200,000 bribe. 3-year-old child, 5 others die as flood submerges house, farm in Kogi. 3 feared death as suspected Yahoo boys protest against EFCC in Delta. NHIA acts to accelerate Nigeria's universal health coverage. DG. Nwifuru, Odi, others make INEC Guba list in Ebonyi. 2023 census. National Population Commission and assures of near accurate perfect outcome. Ebonyi Rec calls on police, DSS, others to be guided by Electoral Act. We are working assiduously to ensure hitch-free monthly pension payments, PTAD, sustainable implementation of Executive Order 5 to fast-track economic progress, federal government. Police Service Commission approves dismissal of 7 senior officers over alleged gross misconduct. Soludo inaugurates new board for Anambra Investment Promotion and Protection Agency. Ọ dị mma ka anyị jee gụpụtara gị ozi ndị mmadụ zitere na Facebook page anyị. Anyị ji akwụkwọ Nwachukwu Kennedy Chinedu. Ọ sị, "Don't let Nnamdi Kanu die in detention," says Ozekome to Buhari, "is a welcome development because it's now obvious that Nigeria is now a laughingstock since 2015 Buhari assumed office. A country where rule of law is not obeyed, a country where terrorists and looters are being granted presidential pardon, while innocent citizens and freedom fighters are in detention, languishing and gnashing their teeth." Eji m akwụkwọ ọzọ si n'aka Francis from Amagunze, Enugu State. As 2023 general election is fast approaching, I am calling on the electoral umpire to endeavor to fulfill their promises by ensuring credible and transparent polls without any fear or favor. May God help us. Dalorinne Ozo Francis from Amagunze. Now WhatsApp, eji m akwụkwọ si n'aka Chike Okoye from Ogidi. Tinubu in London meets Yemi Idowu, Toyin Subia. This is high time Tinubu should stop deceiving Nigerians with this kind of unfavorable and unproductive visit to London, because we Nigerians know the drama behind the unexpected visit to London in the name of campaign. Despite the purpose of his meeting with Yemi and Toyin, Despite the despite the purpose of his meeting with Yemi and Tony was not made available to pressmen, and you can see that APC has shifted their presidential campaign kick-off to October 10. My prayer is that the truth behind